crises. Time to question my own existence. All right. Let us continue. Right? We just hit continue button. I can't see my mouse. There we go. You guys got my mouse? Yeah, you do. Let me know if volumes are good. If I'm shouting into the mic, the music should quiet down somewhat, I believe. The evening. Time for rest and video games. Okay. I really need a new chair, by the way. So. Oh, most checks have secret difficulty modifiers? Talking to the right person can reopen a closed white check. Okay. All right. So, hyenas are good. You wanted to know what you missed so far. There's quite a lot. Let's recap. We woke up naked. There are clothes strewn all over the place. I'd thrown my shoe through a window. My brain is talking to me. I got dressed, clambered down. I talked to a woman who was kind of mysterious. Then I got downstairs and found out that I have amnesia. And I was a raging alcoholic and maniac, probably on all kinds of drugs. And had a really bad night. But I'm a cop, and I was here. So a union, it seems like, a gang of people lynched someone. And then 4 days later, it was phoned in by Sylvie. And then I met my partner from another precinct, Kim.
Oh, look, it's
hey.
John Jagger who's come to the charity ball. And who has he brought with him? His guest is Scott Johnson.
Of course.
What a cute pair.
So then we dallied a bit. I had to get my shit together at the vehicle that Kim brought. We went into the back. Some kids called me a pedophile, so I tried to punch the kid, and I missed and fell on my ass and hurt myself. And then the kid kept calling me really bad homophobic slurs and calling me a pedophile. So we left the kids alone, and we investigated the crime scene, but I couldn't touch the body because it made me puke. I just don't have. I had 2 weeks of a stomach for it. And even ammonia didn't really help. Taking ammonia didn't help me do that. So then we decided we were going to see what's around, and we went to a little local shop, looked at the wares. I only have $5 in money, so... Oh, and I broke my room. I have nowhere to sleep tonight, and it's 4:46 in the afternoon. He wants me to pay 130 real in order to, continue being a patron there. I have no idea where my home is, but I had a thought, and then I recollected that I was from somewhere, but I wasn't welcome back there somehow. So I don't really have a home to go back to. So then I wandered around. There's a blockade. There's a union on strike forming a blockade, and the lorrymen who chauffeur goods are stuck outside the gate. Seemed like there was a hired thugs rallying the lorrymen to scab and break the blockade. We found out there's this really strong dude leading the union, and that the union are actually the de facto police in this area called Martinez. Because the cops, the RCM, that's me, the police, and Kim, we don't really have a presence around here, so they tend to police themselves. In this weird world, I have no idea where on Earth, if it's on Earth, it is. Because there's French, there's all kinds of accents I recognize, but none of the locations, I have yet to encounter a named location that I recognize from Earth. The year apparently is 51 with the first two digits of the year. I'm not sure if it's 2051 or 2151 or 2251. So I also had a thought that I wanted to sing karaoke, so I'm looking for a song to sing on karaoke. And then after that, we went outside. I asked a gardener for some stuff. I remember that. And we went to a bookstore, and I looked at all of the books. And I talked to the book keep and the bookkeep's daughter. They're very pleasant. And then we investigated. Behind the crime scene, there was a dude smoking who said he didn't want to yell at us from the top of his apartment building. So we were going to meet him tomorrow evening, apparently. And then I went to a pawn shop because I lost my paperwork, which I found in a garbage bin. I lost my gun, which is a serious crime, and I didn't report, not crime, but serious issue, but I didn't tell my precinct, but my partner knows. And I also lost my badge, also a serious problem. I reported that in. I'm looking for my badge. I have no idea where I put my badge. Lastly, what else? I just need to get a pen. Sorry about that. Yeah, lastly, so I've gone to the pawn shop to see if I could find my gun, but there's a weird pawn shop owner who told me an unstable woman bought it. So I'm looking for my gun, and I've taken a lot of notes about different things, which I'm not going to go through all of them. That pretty much recaps my morning so far. Did I miss any big details? A lot of introspection. My brain is nuts. It's talking to me. Oh, shit. Oh, I spilled my drink. Oh, no. Fuck. All right. Thankfully, I had tissue here on the ready. So that's great. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so let's do this. Pretty much there. Almost as good as a Hope recap. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. So we can actually start off by also, because I need to recap. So, smoker on the balcony. We met a mysterious stranger smoking on the balcony. That's the guy. So we visit apartment 28 sometimes after 9 o'clock to see if anyone's home. I guess we could do it tonight, but Kim suggested tomorrow night. So the whirling has a secret passage in the back of the kitchen. It's not secret, is it? In the hostel's cafeteria, Forgotten Corners. Well, I mean, it's a door we couldn't get into. And Kim thought it was nothing, but I thought maybe there was something really important down there. My intuition was telling me that something really huge might be happening down there. So my brain wants me to go, even though my partner doesn't want me really to go all that much. Sorry, just moving this chat here. All right. Okay, so who put the clothes in the trash? So the victim's clothes, we have this theory that the victim's clothes were changed. We found some clothes in the trash that also smelled like corpse. So possibly the corpse wasn't killed at the scene, at the lynching. The corpse may have been killed off-site, and then the lynching occurred as a show. So it's a theory. We don't know that for sure, but there was definitely clothes with the smell of scent of, rigor mortis or decay on them in the trash. Also, my paperwork was in the trash. So we still have to figure out who put the clothes in there. We don't know. Okay, what is next here? We have to find out who is in the union box. So yeah, so in the Whirl in Rags, that's the place I stayed. There's going to be a union meeting. So those would be great people to question because they're prime suspects. We believe that they are union. So we'll do that. I thought it was today, but probably tomorrow. I might go there now. I read something that said it was going to be after 4 p.m., but I don't know. My brain wants me to find booze. I'm having a really hard, I have a massive hangover. A good way to cure hangover is to drink again. So my brain wants me to find booze and drink it, as you can see. Pissing competition. Also, a little piece of information dropped that there's a pissing match between my precinct and Kim's. It says to ask Kim about this after the initial inspection of the dead body is done. So I might do that right now. Track down your gun. All right. Track down your badge. I've got to pay for damages. Yeah, we said 130 real. Who made the call reporting the crime? So we don't know who reported the crime. The person who reported the crime masked their voice, so they couldn't tell who or what it was. And I don't think we'll find this out soon. This may take some time. Sing karaoke. My brain wants me to get a hold of a sad song and sing something very sad at Whirling Rags. And so I haven't been able to inspect the victim's body because I barf as soon as I get to it. So, and like I started my day at like 8 in the morning, and we're already 4 in the afternoon, and I feel like we're not gonna get that much done today. All right, so just a recap here. My clothes. I got the pan I took off Kim. I got some gloves off the gardener. I found a hat and some garbage. I got these things out of Kim's car to open shit, but I'm not really strong, so I haven't really been able to use them. And I got my ledger, and I got a cup, a yellow man mug. It has a racist depiction of, I think, an Asian person on there, so that's lovely. Except it's not. It's something else. It's a Sumerian descent, frolicking in the field of saffron flowers, buck-toothed and grinning feeble-mindedly. This seems to be a cheap knockoff of some colonial-era antique. Okay. Just for people who haven't been following along so far, just character sheet-wise, I've found 3 thoughts. Guillaume Le Million. Lonesome Long Way Home. And the art up here is crazy. It's so good. Whatever the hell that is. And volumetric shit compressor. So I tried to compress my shit in order not to barf on the corpse, but it happened anyways. It didn't help. Character sheet wise, these are my stats: 5322, and my specialty is drama. Play the actor, lie, and detect lies. Oh, and I have a level up. Nice. What should I level up? I feel like maybe I should level up some endurance so I can actually... Excuse me. I can actually handle inspecting the corpse. It was an endurance check, right? For that one? Alright, so, the Hanged Man. Endurance Legendary? Ooh. Oh, no, yeah, the Hanged Man. So it is an endurance check, but actually a really difficult score. So, I mean, leveling it up has very low, like, threshold of benefit. Like, I'd have to really level it up, right? It might not even be that worth it, though. So I imagine these darker ones mean they're locked right now. They're still white checks, but locked. Because I might want to level up something to try and actually... So padlock door is medium. Map wall, backyard wall. Knick-knack stand. I mean, what do you think? Anyone have any say on what I should... The racist lorry driver liked that mug? Yeah, there was a racist lorry driver. He definitely enjoyed it, but didn't care about it that much to want it. There's some damaged ledger stuff that seems interesting. Maybe I can upgrade my logic. Interfacing. Well, let's hold it. Let's see where the adventure takes us. Alright, there's a man back here. I feel like while I'm in the area... Barry, can you hear me, buddy? Oh, I don't know. So time doesn't move in the game until I conversate or interact with something. So I have to spend my time wisely. I'm sort of thinking right now, I just want to go take a peek at... I want to take a peek at... Back at the Whirling Rags. Just to see if that meeting started or not. And there's also a guy sleeping in there who I think had a Wild Pines jacket. And Wild Pines is somehow connected to the Union. And I'm wondering if he has anything of significance to say or not. It was a very difficult skill check to wake him up. So it was this sign here. I read something on it that said 1400, but there's obviously nobody in here right now, so... Is this guy still asleep? Oh my god. He's been sleeping here since the morning.
The worker is in a deep slumber. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Alright, so I don't think I want to level up. I guess I'm just going to leave him here. Like, whatever. Okay. See, I didn't really do anything of significance with him, so no time passed looking at that. The big thing is I gotta find money. Alright. Smoker on the balcony. Explore the whirling secret passages. Who put the clothes? So let's talk to Kim now that we're back in here. Maybe let's have a little conversation with him. Oop, sorry.
Yes?
Oh, we have to convince Kim there's a sexy dark mystery twist in this case. This is Psyche, so it is high. So Inland Empire is... Oh, actually pretty high. Hunches and gut feelings, dreams and waking life. So my total is 4. I get a bonus from an item, and my base is 3 because of the base here. So I'm just sort of curious how the roll exactly works. So like legendary 14. So that means I have to roll a 14 on 2 d6s. So it means like, you know, 12 being the highest possible roll on 2 d6s. You know, you will never get this baseline except for do two sixes, because that always wins. So by having a plus 4 makes the DC on the dice 10, and by leveling up it would make it 9. It's not super significant, right? Hang on. And of course I'm getting a +1 as well for the fact that if I have see this as +1, it was a murder. It sort of adds modifiers for things I learned. Alright. But it says to ask. Oh, but I haven't examined the body, right? So I don't have that dialogue option. Apparently there's a pissing match between precincts. Ask after the initial inspection of the dead body, which I haven't done yet. So maybe I should level up my endurance. It seems like investigating the body is pretty important. Unless I can buy a mask, but like I have $5. Alright, I'm gonna level this up, guys. It's gonna do so little. This is an agonizing choice. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna level that up. I think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna pool it a little bit. Alright. So that means we have to plot a course for what we're gonna do next with our time. I made a call. I think maybe we'll just go continue to explore then. I have to find money, so finding an opportunity for money might be a good idea. Alright, well, let's continue exploring the area. Alright. Sorry, I gotta settle into the game for a little bit. I had momentum yesterday, then, you know, you have to go to bed. You would personally just upgrade one of the 2 stats? Oh, you don't upgrade the stats. Does that work that way? I don't think you can do that. I think you have to slot it into the... You can't upgrade these. I know this plus button looks like you can do something with it, but I click it and it doesn't do anything. I think the plus is there because like your roll is 3. No, that doesn't even make sense either. My total is 3. This is confusing for sure. The plus symbol. I could just go ham on the drama. But suggestion seems pretty powerful too. Let's just go with whatever's cool. So drama, rhetoric, and practice the art of persuasion. Enjoy rigorous intellectual discourse. I like how he's kind of vomiting into his own hands in this weird way. I'm gonna level up suggestion. Yeah, alright. Great. So let's continue. I'm gonna continue exploring the map. I guess that means I'll head back down south and have a look for things that might be clues. Some great tectonic forces cracked the pavement like an eggshell. Oh, that might mean something. The damage looks like it could have been caused by an earthquake.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
Fine, Kim. Be a party pooper.
This post-Levantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Oh, 2 bullet holes. All right, one of the things as well, chat room, is you guys can participate in the game, and I forgot to turn that on. So let's let me turn that on now. I'm gonna just have to turn off the display capture for a second. Okay, yeah, because I have to get my token. Sorry, I almost forgot about that. Extensions. Extensions. Come on now, my extensions. It sucks that I have to do this every time I load the game. Configure. It doesn't save it between sessions. Oh, shit. Come on, copy. Alright. So now we should be up and running, guys. So when I call for it, I might need help with boosting a stat, or I might get you guys to vote on a choice for me. Alright. Fuck you, mail delivery box. Oh no, I hurt myself.
There is a hollow, saddened ring as you kick the Levantorie mail collection box. It sounds betrayed, in disbelief even. Your toe has suffered damage. It hurts.
Cool. You really showed that mail collection box.
Fuck you, Kim.
He does not actually think it's cool. If anything, the lieutenant feels sorry for the poor box. He's leaning in to inspect the layers of graffito that deface it.
You think so? You think it was really cool?
I don't. Let's go.
Good mail delivery box.
The mail collection box has no faith in your psychopathic manipulations.
Alright, let's take a healing charge. The mailbox totally wrecked us. Okay, so one thing I remember from over here is that there was a call box. Yeah, that's locked. There was a call box with a lot of options here.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Is there anything interesting about any of this? Fortress Accident, SCA Slipstream?
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid game.
Oh, it's Plaisance.
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
Fuck off, pig! I'm Kuno! I don't give a shit! Let me in!
Pardon? This is not Kuno. Who is this?
Aren't I good at drama?
Please just stop calling here. I don't have time to deal with this. Thank you.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Well, shit.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair.
Thank you, conceptualization. Artemetep's boxing for young athletes in gym.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
24-hour window?
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Okay. Alright, 1 second, guys. I gotta fix something. Give me a second, everyone. Alright, I'm just gonna put the noise gate on in case I get breathy. I get breathy in the microphone. Okay. Let's see here. Emma's Fashion Atelier.
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call.
Fabron's Taxi.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver.
Hello.
But isn't saying anything.
Is anyone there?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly.
Let me see. Yes, I've come to place an order.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
Yeah, drama, yeah.
No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Yeah, it's me. Here I am again, crawling back into your life.
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Of course I care. It's just that I've been going through some tough time.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice.
This is really weird.
It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
Hello?
She doesn't answer.
You said it was nice. What's so nice about forgetting?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
Fuck! What just happened?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
Fuck!
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Oh, there's a challenge here. +1 wax cylinder? Was that the weird one? No, it was Tricentennial Electronics, right? Is Tricentennial Electronics still on here? Something's going on in this building. Something shady about that bookstore. Remember, it's cursed. Oh, I forgot to mention, the daughter of the bookkeeper said that every business that opens up in the building, that Plaisance is her mother, that building is cursed. And I told her I'm a witcher, but she refused. She didn't hire me. I didn't say that, actually, but why is... Well, this is a white check, right? So I can try... Alright, guys. Give me a little stat boost. We might get lucky on this roll. The stat boost I need is for Psyche. Alright? I need an addition to my Psyche. That would be the purple for volition. But it's just going to say psyche, all right? Pop it up on screen in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, you should see a little thing pop up on the bottom there. You can give me, you can vote to give me some more psyche power if you want. Doesn't work on mobile, I don't think. All right, so we got a little boost up to 42%. All right. That's good. Let's give it a try.
Whatever she says,
yes!
It can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and... Alright, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. Oblivion's the ace in your corner.
Call her again.
There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer the call. It's cold outside, and you can hear the wind blowing into the speaker.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Hi, it's me again. I wanted to talk to you.
My God.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
Relax. What does relaxing mean? This doesn't seem like a relaxing option. Do you guys have a sense of what might be the more relaxing, distancing option that my volition part of my brain is telling me? I'm going to put it to a vote. The vote's starting in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. You should have something popped up. I think that's going to tell you to vote on what you think I should be picking. Yep, alright. I don't know if that was 2, 4, 6, 8 votes, but it's split down the middle. So, let's see here. If I go what? Maybe I'm more relaxed. I'm not trying to, like, explaining myself. It's like, you gotta listen to me. You know, bad vibes. Then I just go, whoa. I go, whoa.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Wait, is she...
Wait, are you repeating your words?
Michelle, just please.
Oh, man. The way her voice drops when she finishes the sentence sounds exactly the same.
Why did you leave me call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Is this some kind of joke?
Doesn't matter what I say, you're just going to continue, right?
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone again, crackling and echoing in the box.
Is it over? Can we talk now?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different.
No, shit.
As if my mind's been wiped clean. It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
And then it hits you.
You're recording.
She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being played off a wax cylinder.
But what a weird... That's an answering machine? What a weird answering machine, right? Like, that's weird. Why does it still feel like it's my fault?
Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance, but can't make out any words. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going.
Let's keep listening. Maybe there's something important here.
A phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds.
Is anyone there?
No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow, crawling inside your head. Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch your shape in dark hallways, guttering.
Whoa, Shivers chimed in. Shivers is like my fight or flight. Raise the hair on your neck, tune into the city. Danger.
So... it was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve.
Wait, a recording trapped in the circuitry?
Well, I don't have time to explain it to you right now. Maybe sometime later.
Something weird just happened to me.
Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
Hey! I'm... Fuck off.
That is true.
There's something going on in this building. It's cursed. It's cursed. I'm telling you. I talked to the little girl, said it was cursed, and now the building just behind the bookstore. The bookstore is right here. This is the bookstore. There's a ghost trapped in the circuitry. Yeah. All right, let's keep looking, because I'm just looking to see if something comes up, because it's so close to the crime scene. Fortress Accident SCA.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident.
Revachol Ice City.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Main Hall, Building B, whirling in rags.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
East Delta Pinball.
Silence. No one answers your call.
Empty card.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Ziggurat, so you're saying you talked to a little girl who told you the building is cursed and now you believe it's cursed? Fuck off, Ziggurat. Alright, this button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it. All right.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Alright. Yeah. Alright. Well, we spent 15 minutes buzzing all the buzzers. Alright, just, I don't know if people here have seen the crime scene, if they're tuning in from yesterday or not, but just for everyone's benefit, that's the body that I can't inspect because it's way too gross for me.
There he still is, looking right through
wait,
you
what?
with his white eyes.
Oh shit, I got
the
plus
body
6!
below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
My
Emitting
shit
it
is compressed.
all it does now.
Look at that, plus 6 shit compression bonus modifier. Wow. Okay, I underestimated. Because volumetric shit compressor, all endurance, white checks unlocked, learning cap. Like, it doesn't really say that on this screen. That's why I was like, this didn't pan out. Oh guys, you guys ready? We're gonna inspect the body. I'm glad I came up here. Oh my god, I was not gonna come back here and do anything at all. It took me from like 10 in the morning to 5 p.m. to get my shit compressed. All right, I'm gonna need a little stat boost just for good luck. So, I need physique increased, please. Excuse me. Oh my god. Physique. All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Once the timer runs out. 83%. All right. Let's do this, everyone.
As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
So check this out. Look at this. Legendary, 14. That's the DC. My total was 19. So plus 6 to the shit compressed. My dice was 5 plus 5 is 10. And endurance 3. Just so that I get a sense of the math, right? I rolled 10. I have 3 endurance. Because you boosted me up by 1. I had 2, but I get 3 from your boost. And then it... Man, alright, that's awesome. Okay. Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
I'm gonna move in closer.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Let me inspect the boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them.
Okay. I'm writing down notes for my investigation. Alright, it's clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. Thick polymer socks. This
Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
These aren't just boots, are they? This is the armor he was stripped of.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Sabaton. What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Wearing armor boots. Ceramic plate. Zirconium. Cubic zirconium? Like Ricky from Trailer Park Boys? Cuban zirconium? Zirconium dioxide, it says. Where?
Under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Fair weather model T500 VE vitreous enamel. Enamel. Where's the rest of it? Scavenged by the locals.
Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Maybe he's just wearing these boots, and there's no rest of the armor.
No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirt we found to get to it, and this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics.
Under fabrics? jeans and shirt removed to get at armor. Interesting that this kind of armor is worn under the clothes.
Nice. That makes sense.
Something precious. Oh, the armor would be precious. Maybe it's something else. Something precious under the clothes. Under the armor. What if they told him to strip before they hung him? To demean him?
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties, and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Fucking talking about underpants.
Clearly, Kuno would like to interject something here, but there's not enough for him to hold on to.
The material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Ooh.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Wait. Wait, my yearly pay is... Oh, ka-ching, baby. Oh, shit. I need to take these boots and sell them. Wait, my yearly pay is 5,500 real.
Not too much, yes.
Sounds puny. No wonder I can't pay my hostel bill.
It's a sorry situation, I agree.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. Mr. Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company. This confirms my own assumptions.
Mr. Gart confirmed he was security. Okay. Vic is security personnel for the harbor company. Who's the harbor company? Wild Pines? These look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
So I'm worried about touching the corpse. This corpse has been hanging from the tree for 7 days. I know rigor mortis sets in fairly quickly, making, toughening it up, but I wonder at this stage of decomposition if something crazy is not going to happen, like I pull off his boot and his whole leg falls out with it or something like that. Does anyone here work with cadavers? Is my instinct right here? I'm not going to put this to a vote because I predict y'all are going to vote to get me to pull a boot off or knock on the boot. Only one way to find out. Alright.
The cadaver
we can always come back
twists
to it.
On the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos and extremities blotched pink.
We can always let's hold that thought. Let's inspect the belt, alright? Yeah, but I gotta be careful. I can't just steal this in front of Kim. I've gotta come up with a good lie to tell Kim, don't worry, I'll handle it. He kind of took the evidence last time. I'm scared he's just gonna take it. You would think it would take longer than a week? Yeah, like it might be like if it's in the water, right? Like this guy's not in the water? I don't know. Let me inspect the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt. Big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently this is the reinforced kind, for air transport. My brain tells me so.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
Yeah, in the final cut, Smarvy, they put voice acting in the whole game. They did change. I'm hearing from. I didn't play it before. I'm hearing from chat room. A lot of voice actors were changed around in the final cut. The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get this to use whatever was on hand with a big books. We're assuming dock workers for the harbor did it.
I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing strike. You?
Oh, I feel like it was something else.
Yes, it often is. This bell worries me.
They sure wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
So it's reinforced with steel wiring. Oh, shit. How did they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Did they climb up using the kid's ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
I can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering. They lassoed the branch. Oh, they just kind of whoosh, and pull on the belt to close the buckle.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
So we don't think they climbed, we think they lassoed. Let's inspect the tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Is this a microelectronic system?
I have only a cursive knowledge of the science of cybernetics. I would not know if it were. But it's not quite complex enough, is it?
We're missing something here.
I agree.
Oh. A sudden ring fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
What's that?
A Trigger Sunshine. Mini.
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
Oh shit, he's gonna take the picture of the corpse with the boots on it. So if I steal them, I'm gonna get busted.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass.
Damn it!
You see streams of color pour
foiled.
onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter, to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it? I should look at it later, without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
I won't. This game's letting me be a liar. a conniving bastard.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper.
I'm gonna look in
teeming
the eye.
with opportunistic organisms. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
All right, guys, I need some stat boost. We're gonna do some Inland Empire, which is a stat. It's a psych stat for hunches and gut feelings, dreams and waking life. So I'm gonna ask for a little boost to my psyche, please, in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Remember, I need psyche. Oh shit! I don't think I got a boost. Oh well. Let's. Should I wait until the next cooldown? Will it be possible? Wait, was that boosted? And I'm just being crazy? It seems unfair for me to be able to run it again. Yeah, there we go. But it wasn't boosted. Okay, so that the first timer is the time you guys have to click it. You did a psych boost? Oh. Then the second timer is a time I have the ability, and then that's the cooldown. Alright, so let's just go ahead and try it.
The corpse is dead silent. You have no idea why you just said that.
Well, maybe there's something to it, guys. If you guys boosted. There should be an overlay, Smarvy, where you can help give me, you guys can vote. I think it's a vote where you vote on giving me an extra point in something, just to give me a slight little chat room boost to some of my rolls. But yesterday, you can also troll the person playing. Like the chat room killed me. I only have 2 physique and I took 1 damage. And so if you make me, it was by accident. It wasn't serious troll, but I got a heart attack and died from chat room basically. Yeah, no problem. All right. We took the roll. We failed it.
He is male, 4250, with an athletic build.
Alright, 40 to 50. No problem. Don't feel obliged. It's okay. I may shout out my disappointment, but don't take it too seriously.
The corpse looks right through
it's
you
okay,
as you distance yourself from its stench. Eyes like a shark.
Let me squint and take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink.
Wait, what?
This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration?
Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see the corpse. Okay.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
His face and hands are pink, thighs too.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
That's your eyes.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
All right. So here's where you guys can help give me your opinion. Doesn't mean I'm going to take the most voted one, but if you're watching and participating and helping me solve this murder, I'm interested in thinking what your take is based on all these choices, except for 5. I mean, I'm not going to back off. So 1 to 4. Voting is going up in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you guys should see a panel that comes up at the bottom of the screen if you're on PC. Overlay. It's here. Okay, so we're thinking, I think he was upright after death, his hands and feet and neck. That's what I was thinking too, but this one was compelling. Also, he's beaten up, see the bruises. He was upright after death. His hands, feet, and neck are discolored. His hands, feet, and neck.
Agreed, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging.
All right, so we're gonna do another vote just to follow up on the last one. So we could say lynching. We could still theorize he was moved after death and not lynched, and maybe he was strangled by someone and then lynched. Vote going up now. Okay, a lot of you guys think option 2, eh? I was kind of thinking that too. Could it still be he was moved after death?
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
Oh, okay. So these are actual choices you can revisit. This one seems a stupid thing to say. He's beaten up. See the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal-like.
Something is coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Maybe he went to the toilet sometime before death.
Maybe.
All right.
But there is no breath to catch, only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
Sorry. So, how do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
All right, that seems like
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Now this is locked. I wonder if there's a way to reopen it, if I can find any clues about Inland Empire again. Let me inspect the boots, so.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Ceramic plate.
Alright, this is the same dialogue here. Alright.
Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Putting points into the skill reopens white checks. Oh, really, Midnight Saucy? Thanks for that. I didn't know that. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna knock on the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether.
Wait, did I still have... I spent that point. Maybe I shouldn't have spent that point that I did. What did I spend it on? Suggestion, that's right. Okay, that was kind of maybe a silly thing to do. Alright.
Like whirls of floorboards, the design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
I'm gonna run my finger over the lines.
The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice. The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
Nice. Sabaton serial number. Sorry, I'm just writing this down. E50.100.1000. Okay. Looks like there's a serial number on the right Sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me?
X54156745678222. Let's lie.
I think I need to do this to steal the boots, you guys. X5415. Wait, before I decide, I'm just curious what the chat room thinks. I'm not gonna follow what you put. I'm just curious if you think I should lie here or not. Like, you know, I feel like you're gonna encourage me to do it, but let's just see what you think. Train's rolling out now. Just curious. I'm totally gonna lie here. I gotta lie because if I'm gonna lose the boots, if I'm gonna steal the boots and sell them, I don't want them traced. Wow, you guys want me to tell the truth here, eh? You think my sense of drama is leading me astray? Well, I don't know how dodgy a cop I am. I don't know who I am. I just know I need to pay that guy back if I'm gonna sing karaoke in his bar. X541566. Alright, so X54156745678222. Meanwhile, I still have the correct serial number written down.
That doesn't sound like a serial number. Where's the structure and logic of a line of manufactured products? Well, no matter. We should run it anyway.
True. It didn't have the cadence and logic of a real manufactured item.
Oh, he's gonna run it. Shit. Nope, we're committing to the lie. Yes, let's run it as I said.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema to run it later. Either station can chase it for us.
I'm gonna pull the boot off.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
What, is it gonna follow me and damage me by 1 HP? Goddamn right, I'm sure. Can I save the game? Nope. I'm gonna grab the... Oh my god. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, aren't I, taking this boot off? Let's review all the ways I've been hurt in this game. I got hurt trying to punch a kid. I got hurt trying to take my tie off of a fan. I got hurt by the chat room. And I got hurt kicking a mailbox. That about cover it? Can we have Kim leave first? I don't know how to make him leave the party. Maybe, like, I don't know if he's gonna stay with me all night or if he's gonna go away. Whatever. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do it in front of him. Although if they're worth so much, it's funny they didn't get stolen, but I guess it's hard to tell what they are. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna put it to chat room. What do you guys think? Open up the votes here. Alright, better not to even try. Maybe you're right. Maybe Kim being here is a problem. It's just, I need a place to sleep tonight, man. I'm tanking on this one. Alright, better not even try. Alright, you guys have a bad feeling about just Kim. Okay, alright.
The Sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt.
Oh, but I gotta get him down from there, guys. Oh, we can just leave.
Extremities blotched pink and blue.
Alright.
Yes?
Well, it doesn't seem I don't seem to have an option to ask him about I don't see if it's I don't have an option in my journal here. Oh shit, we got new. Where's the rest of the armor? Ask Kuno what he knows. Ask around about the tattoo's possible meeting. Run the number on the victim's armor. Use Kim's shortwave to run the serial number. Alright. You're in. Do a preliminary inspection of its different parts. Alright.
Yes?
Okay. Leave. Alright, let's talk to Kuno.
Look, see? It's the fucking war pig! Try not to knock yourself out.
I've come to ask questions. I still have a case to solve.
You belittled yourself before the Kuno. Now you must seek his forgiveness.
Look, I want to make this right with Kuno. Make amends.
Fucking what pig?
you're a cool, you're a cool dude. Let's just bury the hatchet, okay?
Cool what? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I think he broke his brain when you fucked him up, Kuno.
You better come up with a way to make Kuno forget you tried to fucking hit him, Piggo.
A material offering is implied. He wants stuff. Only stuff can make it okay again.
Thanks, Frederick. I don't have anything. What can I offer you, Kuno?
Please don't waste time on nonsense.
The lieutenant does not approve of this at all.
Don't listen to the blind fuck, Piggo. You're doing the right thing here, trying to get Kuno to like you again. You can pay tribute to Kuno with drugs, or cigarettes, or some wheels. Kuno could use some wheels. Motorized carriage shit.
Whatever then.
What are you doing?
Nothing, Lieutenant. I don't want to get into this. Alright. So, yeah, is Kim gonna be with me all day? I guess not, right? Does he ever leave? I want to do some shady-ass shit now. Lieutenant Kitsuragi snapped a photo of the hangman's tattoos. It displays the intricate web of blue lines stretching across his torso. You have to admit it looks quite cool.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. It almost looks like the electronic patterns inside a radio computer or an old filament memory, but not quite.
Who are you?
Gone.
What's the meaning of this tattoo?
For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone who knows about history could tell you.
Who knows about history? The little girl might be good for that.
Hello again, sir.
No, no new options. I was totally gonna show that little girl the photo of my dead body. Oh, I probably should save the game. We've done a lot now. If I randomly die, it's gonna suck.
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Well, the kid said he'd take cigarettes, right? Let's buy him some cigarettes.
Here you go, mister.
Alright. Alright, we're gonna have to make a sleeping plan. I definitely can't sleep at the Whirling in Rags. He's not gonna let me sleep there. So I gotta find a safe, like... I gotta find a safe place to hole up. I can't go to Kim's house because I need to do grimy shit while he's away. I assume he's got a home to go back to. Alright, so I'm gonna save the game real quick. I just want to see what happens when you smoke the cigarettes, but in case I'm save scumming it, because I just want to see how the mechanic actually works. Uses left 3. Okay, so you get 3 uses. Okay, so it's exactly what it sounds like. +1 intellect, -1 health. I definitely do not want to do that. I only have 2 health. Oh, what's that? Oh, my game is bugged. My mouse is broken.
Have you come to make your offering to Kuno?
Let's rip some tar, Kuno.
Put it away. The information here isn't worth it.
Back off, fuck eyes! Kuno is a man. Kuno can smoke if he wants.
The lieutenant doesn't like this. It may be less destructive to your working relationship to just come back alone later.
You're right. I shouldn't give smokes to a kid.
Fuck you too, Piggo. Fuck you and your four-eyed friend. Thought you wanted to make this right with Kuno?
Whatever then. Man, Kim, you're real straight-laced, huh? Alright, so if I go to the interact with something and then... Oh, nice. Thanks for the fix. Midnight Saucy. Midnight Saucy. Midnight Saucy? Okay. Alright, make truce with Kuno. Oh, what? A man from Heimdall book? Offer him something about like smokes. A man from Heimdall book. Alright, so we're now hitting 6 o'clock. Alright. I guess you don't have to eat dinner in this game. Not if you have alcohol. That's probably why I need the alcohol, right? Okay, so I need to think about what my plan is for the next step. So what can we work on next? Well, I did get a bit of money. I kind of spent it on cigarettes. I could see if they have booze for me to drink too. It seems like I really need booze. Because now I've got a plan in place, right? I'm going to get those Sabatons. I'm going to pawn them off. And I'm just going to say some bullshit like they got stolen in the night.
A colorful display of cigarettes.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm a little short on funds for the alcohol. I don't really have saleable items. Alright. Someone suggested taking the body down, and I thought about it. And I'm like, yeah. Let's take the body down. Well, I have... Oh, will he have the strength for it? Man, not being strong in this game is a bad idea. You can't do anything. They make it seem like... I mean, you know, come on. But I guess it's because I'm a raging drunk, so if I don't have a tough body to withstand all the alcohol and drugs, then maybe it makes sense that I'm not that physically inclined to do it. So let's... Hopefully I don't have to compress my shit again.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. His skin is marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. On his chest, a fading web of tattoos. The cargo belt used to hang him from the tree looks reinforced.
Yeah, I died to the fan, Midnight Saucy. I know that. I know the pain of that one. Alright, yup, the preliminary examination is done. Let's get him down from there.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Maybe we could shoot him down. We could saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, it seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Can't someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
I mean someone who's below detective.
Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I have bad news for you. That is a detective. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Maybe we could shoot him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch, that's a good spot to aim.
The buckle ties. There. The buckle holds the belt together.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain the Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
Yeah, but is shooting off a gun in the backyard somewhere a great idea? I'm definitely not going to try. My Motorix is 2. I'm going to kill the kid. If I have a skill check to shoot this down, one of two things will happen. They'll both failures. Either I miss, it bounces off a wall and kills a pedestrian or civilian, probably the kid, one of the kids, or I somehow drop the gun, it hits the ground, shoots me in the head, or, you know, shoots me in my leg. It wouldn't kill me. It has to be pathetic, of course. Take the shot, Lieutenant. Take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst thing that could happen?
I'll blow his head off.
Take it! Take the shot!
Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzleloader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world.
Oh shit, you don't have a cool gun, Kim?
He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Easy does it, partner.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The chick's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
Fucking idiot! Mookaba asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Fuck, man, Kuno. It's an endless shitstorm of... Good God. God damn it, get your shit together.
Remain collegial, officer. It was an honest mistake, and I will not repeat it.
Try again, maybe.
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that.
It's okay, man.
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano Cloud.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in his hand.
What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Maybe we can ask for help from the harbor.
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appear to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
I would really prefer if there was another way. These people might have an agenda.
Yeah, you're right, logic. Thank you, logic, part of my brain. Yeah, White, let's reconsider.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
So basically, I get the Union to do it, or I do it. I am not going to be able to take a shot. It's for sure a hand-eye coordination thing, I'd be willing to bet. I'm out of ideas. Let's have another look at him. Alright, but now I should be able to talk to him, because it did give me a quest completion ding on the thing.
Yes?
See, probably to get this one, I need to find something else that will further convince him. Save and YOLO? Nah, let's not save scum. I try to do this as minimally as possible. This is a sacrosanct playthrough. Alright, this is as good a time as any to pass the time talking to him till he goes away, so... I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
Come on, Lieutenant. Lieutenant. Come on, Lieutenant. Open up a little.
Ah, if you insist. What do you want to know?
Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
So pretty rudimentary. Please have the old school. So this is like esprit de corps is getting me this. And conceptualization. So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Oh, I got a failure. I don't see those often. What if I pass? Am I gonna beat him up for having glasses? What the hell, brain? No, I don't. Do you feel a slight urge? Who am I responding to? Probably no, I don't. To physically, glasses are cool, I guess. Glasses are cool, I guess.
Are they? They're mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal pair yourself.
Thanks, Perception. You don't look like other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What was Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity, and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, It's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
What a sentence. Holy shit. I gotta look up what the hell panisoliary. I assume it's something to do with isolated from all sides. Panisoliary. It's not a real word, because the first thing that comes up is Disco Elysium. Literally everything that comes up. And they all, like, some of them look like sites that are like fishing sites. Jeez. Okay. Isolationist panisoliary state west of the Insulindian Isola. Isola is Italian for island. Isola. Man, my encyclopedic brain is showing off. You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seol.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seol. I'm a regular Revacholière.
Revacholière.
A point of pride to him.
Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow.
What's happening to me?
Something the matter, detective?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands.
Yeah, I have low authority. I don't have a lot of spine. Oh well. I'll give up. There's nothing I can do.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Well, that's all for now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
I think you should know I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Okay, forget it.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Tell me about the case again.
What do you want to know?
Now that we've inspected the scene, I want to know more about this pissing competition you mentioned.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
But what kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here, and now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Ah, so this is a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
So you volunteered to spoil it?
Yes. I am an unrepentant spoil sport.
What's special about Martinez?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
I wonder what this says about me, that I was sent by my station.
It's all part of the master plan, you see.
Oh shit. I'm a highly experimental cop, but if I am right, this is outre even by my standards. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. There can only be one conclusion. I'm the finest we have, a hero cop sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. I must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? I probably have an unbelievable kill count. Well, I know that I don't, right? I'm going to leave why I was sent unspecified. Alright, guys. Do you guys have any opinions on what you think I should answer here? I feel like, based on what I looked at my ledger, I actually had pretty good stats for closing cases, but only 3 kills and 18 years on the force. I don't think this is right. I was sent to teach you. I don't think that's... Maybe that's right. But maybe... I don't think that I could be a hero cop. Like, I have this whole ex-wife story. I'm doing a lot of drugs, but, like, maybe I was pretty good. I don't know. Maybe nothing is right. You're probably right. It's all part of the master plan, you see. So this is like, should be a hint as to what I respond to, right? I might even get a new option because of this role. I think. I don't know. I must be an augury. Master plan might be that I'm also a pawn. It doesn't make sense. This is still a shithole. They're arguing over who has to take care of it. So they sent somebody who's going to screw it up, because then if he looks better than me, they get it. So the fact that I suck, if this were a competition between me and him, the fact that I suck would be good for him and good for my betters, because they don't want to be responsible for this place. In that context, I'm probably going to answer this. I'm going to leave why I was sent unspecified.
The silence carries.
Okay, enough of the competition then. Tell me something else.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Okay, so logic. Why did the 41st send me? Pretty strong. +1 Sylvie suicide jokes? What? Did I make a joke to Sylvie about suicide? Roy mentioned suicide. Why is suicide helping me with this check? Okay. And this is unrelated. This is something else here. This is about the door. Alright, do you guys want to give me a boost to intellect just for fun, even though we've kind of got this in the bag? Give me an intellect boost. The panel should show up on the stream at the bottom. Maybe you have to hover over it. I don't know if it's automatic or not. I have your mouse over it. Give me an intellect boost in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're starting at 6 and 83. So it should be higher than 83 when the countdown is done. If you guys have been kind enough to give me some intellect boost. It may not go higher than 6, though. My cat might be a 6. Boom! You gave me 7. 92%. Alright, let's roll. Why did the 41st send me?
Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to slight Precinct 57.
As an insult. I think that's, yeah. Yeah, that makes more sense than the other stuff I thought of.
Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win.
So all this try-harding I've been doing to solve the case and be a good detective, is it pointless? Am I just feeling guilty for all the crazy shit I did? And I woke up not remembering things and was just disoriented? Kim, what if my precinct sent me on this case because I'm a fuck up? Like, as a joke?
I've considered it.
So it's true.
It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional, but I also think it's somewhat unlikely.
What is that?
I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez. I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win.
Tanner Goodman, holy shit, 10 months in a row. You're 2 months away from the 1 year flare on your name. Thank you so much for the continued support of my humble little stream. Very nice of you. All right, this jurisdiction, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. Sorry, I got interrupted with the thing, though, so I'm just rereading it. I think, yes, both stations are for a win. I don't think that's true. He doesn't self-evaluate as their finest. Maybe he is. Maybe he is. He certainly missed that shot. Do you really see me as a safe bet?
Safe? No. So no,
oh, shit.
I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
You made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet, but it's there. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke, and even if they did, they're in for a surprise. Oh, he complimented me. He has a high opinion of me right now. Oh, hi, Tanner Goodman. And he healed my morale. He said something that was, like, invigorated me, but not really. I still think I was sent here as a fuck-up. But whatever. Okay. So that's all the options. I'm not going to do this because, well, we don't have a high success rate. Even with you guys' help, it's not going to be very good. There is a dark, sexy mystery. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. It's low, though, and I don't want to lock it, necessarily. Although, I guess we could give it... No, the odds are super low. Like, my Inland Empire is 4, right? It's 3 plus 4, so then we have to roll at least a 10 on the dice. Although it says from items, hang on, also +1 it was a murder, so we have to roll a 9 on the dice. Yeah, I think that makes sense. 9 or higher on the dice, so I don't know. And then with your help, 8. You can help me with skill checks, and you can help me make decisions. Yeah, so on what to choose. So if I pick this, for example, you can then, the whole chat room can vote on what they want me to pick, but I can still make the choice, so I don't have to do it. But people can, you know, yeah, you guys all want me to try the roll. All right, well, it's going to be evening, and I'm somewhat aware, thanks to the game telling me that, like, he'll be out. So, all right, let me just check my inventory real quick. Let me just see if I have clothes that will improve, no, or that unimprove. It was Inland Empire, right? I think that I needed for the roll, but I don't. It'll say here on my. Where's the sexiness? Yeah, it's Inland Empire. Kim Kitsuragi, Inland Empire. So my Inland Empire already is 4, and so it's 5. So 5 minus 14 is... Yeah, I need a 9 or higher. I need to roll a 9 or higher. You guys will give me probably 1, so I need to roll an 8 or higher. It's a rough roll, but if you guys want me to give it a shot, I will do it. You guys seem to want to. And I mean, I am curious to give it a try, all right? So in 10 seconds, I'm going to, yeah. Oh, you have to downvote one and upvote one, but don't downvote physical. Well, it's not so bad if you downvote physical because I have 2 health now, so I won't die, but I'll be down to 1 health, I think. But yeah, I didn't know that though, Tweep. That you have to actually pick a negative on the other one for it to register. So, all right. So in about 10 seconds, vote Psyche or Psych. No, Psyche. Plus, give me up Psyche and like lower intellect. I got tons of intellect. So, you're like. Yeah. All right, so let's go. So here we go. Leaving in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this won't update until the countdown's done. We got 8 seconds for it to be done. Give me some Psyche, everybody. 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, and now when I rehover, all right, you gotta give me a bump. We're up to 42%. Let's roll them dice.
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul. One you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to abandon you.
So I actually lost a morale, but you guys boosted my morale. I actually had 3, but now I have 4. So hopefully that heals up. But you rolled the double, should be able to roll again. Well, that's how it goes. So now it's locked until I can unlock it somehow. Either by putting a skill point into Inland Empire, and here's the roll. Legendary 14, my total was 10. So I had 5 from Inland Empire, that includes the 1 you guys gave me. And then I rolled a 4, and then +1 modifier for 10. So, oh well. I imagine he's going to be leaving me for the day soon, so it's 6:30 in-game time. 6:30? Yeah, 6:30. All right, let's finish the dialogue here. You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
Nothing, just an observation.
You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean, distinctive?
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
How's that?
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
That's racist. I don't prioritize containers.
I'm sure you don't. It's just a stupid interdepartmental thing. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
Oh. Nothing. Alright, let's move on. So, I'll come back for Kuno later. I'll give him some cigarettes when the straight-laced cop isn't around. Alright, so we've done all there is to do there. We're at 6:30. Let me see if Gart will let me sleep here. I have nowhere to sleep tonight. And I don't know if that matters in this game or not. Like, maybe I can just stay up all night on drugs and alcohol.
Can I help you?
So, about that money I owe.
Yes, have you got it?
How much do I owe you again?
A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real.
How much do I owe you again?
A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real.
Actually, let's talk about something else.
Yes?
Goodbye. Alright. Yep, nothing's changed here. Probably not much going on upstairs. I just figure police officer, he'd probably leave at 5. Like, wouldn't his workday be done at 5 o'clock? Alright, let's go home. Clearly, no one's in a rush to solve this case. If you run out of things to do, reading books passes time. Oh, interesting. There's still a lot to explore. But I haven't run out of stuff to do. There's still adventure to be had. And, like, we can just look for pocket change. I'm curious about what's this way. So, oh, that's more of a strike area, but let's just do some exploring. So, I don't think I looked at this yet. Oh, wow. Who is this? Yeah, it's like the first thing I've encountered that wasn't narrated. Squander, the greatest of the Philippian kings, of Revachol, son of Philip II the opulent, father of Philip IV the insane. Alright, you guys want to give me a boost so I can consult with my encyclopedic mind about what this king did? Alright, boost, up intellect, downgrade something else. And I'm just going to make sure I recover my psyche. In case I die. Alright, up my intellect in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And don't forget to lower something else or else the vote doesn't count, apparently. Alright, thank you for the little boost. Let's make a roll.
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
Sumptuous Philip?
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy during the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
Oh, more on the Insulindian Isola. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy during the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy of the How did he manage to blow through the entire national treasury?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
A deplorable farce. No wonder everything went to shit.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
What now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry, he was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
So he was addicted to nose candy, a bloated druggie.
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay.
Okay, what is nose candy?
Cocaine.
Right, I knew that. This is a lot to process.
His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
Okay, where is he buried now?
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum.
What happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the Coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the Communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces.
Who restored the monument?
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
Wow, that's a real dick move. Like an instant. But I appreciate it. So let's say, that's brilliant. So funny and nihilistic.
People in Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders, with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Those critics might have it wrong, though. There's more to it than just ironism, but you can't say what precisely. Perhaps this art mystery will be solved at a later time.
An art mystery? Oh, conceptualization. Connecting all the things together. They mean something.
Philip III, the Squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. Not that he ever did in life either.
Good point, Rhetoric. I guess I didn't get a quest. I thought maybe the quest would come up. Leave. Alright. Well, you see, you can't just look at a monument stone and not expect to be there for 20 minutes. A sexy art mystery. Alright, oh sweet. My perception shows me white tank top +1 to physical instrument. Okay. That may come in handy. Oh, sweet. Oh, look at another lorry driver.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes, and food money.
Oh, maybe I can stay with her. I've got this. My Inland Empire is telling me I've got this intuition. The photograph is an ambrotype from the turn of the century. It's old. It's the warmth of winter. Maybe we should give you. Grandma. Excuse me, Mom. I'd like to ask some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
I'm gonna snap my fingers in front of her face.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
If you say so. I wanted to ask her if I could sleep here tonight. Alright, so I got that wife beater, right? Yeah, there it is. Oop, am I not supposed to call it that? Does that mean? That's what it is, though. Or else, why would it give me +1 to physical instrument? Oh, there's something I gotta check there. What is it about a white tank top that screams toxic masculinity? Foreign car, kept in good condition. Alright, I think I already looked in there. Alright, I already did this stuff. I'm sort of not interested in furthering... Well... You know... It wouldn't... I didn't actually finish chatting with what's going on here. This might be, So I already talked to this guy. We don't know, but we think he's hired to help stir up shit to break the strike. This guy, we said we talked to him later. We chatted with him. He's from the union. He's looking down on people, but he's... My sense of drama said he likes to talk, but to come back after I've talked to the leader. So let's finish looking up here. Oh, what's this? In case of strike, press button behind guard. A hermetically sealed door locked by electronic means. There's no lock picking or door kicking this one. Oh, look at this stuff up there too. Alright. Okay, so I definitely want to save my game here. This guy might kill me. You call it a singlet? Okay. Alright, so let's... Measure head. Everyone should... So this, I think, is measure head.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Hello to you, too.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Oh, so he's dissing my body. My body is unimportant. I'm here with the police, and we need to get into the harbor.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al-Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Smell your breath. I'm gonna smell her breath. Alright, you guys help me. What do you think I should vote for here? This is kind of... I can kind of go all the ways. So I'm gonna open up the votes to see what you guys would like to pick in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give me your votes. Alright, voting's closed. You guys want me to smell your breath. I kind of thought that too, so I'm going to smell my breath and go, Kim, is it really so bad?
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach.
Hey,
got
brain.
drunk and drowned.
Alright, and then the second one was, you're right, I'm an alcoholic, now I need to enter the harbor. You're right, I'm an alcoholic. Now, I need to enter the harbor.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Wow, this guy is intense.
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
Alright, so that fat racist over there, you're just him after pumping some iron. I am the police, I need you to comply now. Oh, I am weak. This guy will kill me. The race stuff is unimportant here, I just need to do my job, please. So, I don't think I'm going to go with 2 and 3, but I'm going to open up the voting just to see what you're doing. I'm not going to commit to following your decision. I think I'm going with 1. Although they all sound pretty aggressive, really, if I think about it. I guess the third one is the least aggressive one, right? Alright, split between 1 and 3. So definitely the second one's aggressive. But rhetoric is see when your brain pops up giving you these little hints, they're mostly doing a good job, although sometimes they don't if you're really good at them. So yes, be the sorry cop. Right, I'm not the sorry cop. So yeah, let's get a little aggressive here. I'm gonna go with this one. Because rhetoric kind of prodded me in that direction a little bit too. I'm gonna say, that fat racist over there, you're just him after pumping some iron.
Look at my chronology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup. The pink blob is a bad example, even of yours. It saddens me. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
So this guy is a turbo bigot, right?
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Oh my god.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Listen, interfacing. I know you think we can do this. Push him out of the way. I also have the option of just saying he's right about this. Now let me get into the harbor. But I don't want to say that I'm right about this. But I am a liar. So it's not based on the what I chose. This is an attempt at deceit, right? Like I'm never going to be able to push him. I am never going to push him. This gives away my hand, although he knows I want to get through. But it doesn't seem like a good option. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna put it to a vote. What do you guys think? Or should I just leave? Alright, we got some people who think I should push him out of the way. I have to remind everyone that I have 2 physique. Oh, I do have a level up though. If I do get an option somewhere. Alright. You're right about all of this. Now I just need you to let me go into the harbor.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Meshahed's race theory. He would take you as one of his own.
Wouldn't that mean I have to become a Seminese supremacist myself?
Well, yes. Why? Don't you want to be a Seminese supremacist? So what if you're not Seminese? You can be anything.
What you do? I feel like he read something different than what was written there. Does that sound right to you guys? Well, not as such. What you do with the mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You can reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist. Brain, what are you trying to tell me here? Oh my god. So I am streaming this game, and I'm contemplating becoming a racist in public. But to be very clear, it's a lie. It is a lie. Man, and it's funny. I have a very good odds of becoming subscribed to his advanced race theory, but it is a lie. It is a lie. Alright, I'm putting a boost up for intellect. We're gonna try and have a peaceful resolution to this. I'm sure this will come to bite me in the ass. There's always another option. You can always come back to this. That's true, they are white checks, right? Alright, let me... You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
I'm getting the idea that this guy is not very intellectual, but thinks he is, and then can punch his way to being right. That's my psychological profile so far. This is all mumbo jumbo. I'm no communist. Communist is pretty cool. Individualism is my jam. My jam is a mysterious fourth thing.
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
Youth culture does not affect my thinking.
Of course it does. You are a degenerate individualist and a rock and roll rebel. A pawn of international finance, just like the rest of your ham-colored race. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Okay, I think I'm gonna find my gun and shoot this guy. Is that an option? I think I'm gonna find my gun. I've had about enough of this. I'll ask who are the Seminoles. Okay, there's more information, but I really just wonderful. We're done with this line of inquiry.
Measurehead stoically looks to the distance in
Bye.
silence.
Bye.
We still need to get into the harbor. We need help with the tree situation. There must be another way.
It's not the racist bigotry. It's just that this guy is like just a complete moron.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
The Measurehead thing didn't go well for me. Could you help me with that somehow?
Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have all sorts of gadgets these days. Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery. Maybe you could even knock that Kowalczyk crane over using some remote controls.
Oh, did he just give me a hint?
Or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
Wait, we have air support. Why didn't you tell me?
Because we don't. We don't have air support or any of those other things.
I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology. Alright, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however.
Solidarity to the RCM. He called him Jean-Luc. Measurehead's name is Jean-Luc. Jean-Luc Picard.
First,
yes.
Don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically grovel. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
I still think I want to find my gun.
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see.
Good talking to you. Gotta run. I wonder if asking him about money... I just don't want to ask him for money, but if he knows where I can get money... Alright. Let's go see what else we can learn. I don't know that I necessarily need to get in that way. Right now my concern is getting cash. Let's continue looking around this area here. An ancient fountain, it doesn't pump water anymore, there's a tree in it. So that's the pawn shop over there. Actually, you know who I want to talk to? I want to talk to that lady on the boat. Oh, I never looked at this guy here. This coin-operated viewer has been banged up and operable. Oh, I'm seeing something there. You can hear distant squall of seabirds. Okay. A splatter of bullet holes lines the wall. Well, there's some in the mailbox too. Is that someone shooting off my gun, maybe? Okay, let's talk to this. Just see what's going on over here. The things I've seen and said. Alright, let me quick save. A plastic bag! Nice. Now we can pick up bottles. Yeah, we can collect tar. Oop. Sorry, I just gotta fix my mouse button. And that guy totally didn't mind that I picked up the plastic bag at his feet. Nothing in there. I thought there was a garbage pail somewhere with bottles on it. There was a woman that was from Wild Pines that I was curious about talking to. This way. That's locked. Cape Side Apartments. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, roundabout north. Motorcycle and repair and the tools used to disseminate. So I talked to her before. She didn't like that woman on the docks. Oh, what's in here? Oh, I think that's into the apartment complex. I gotta figure out who killed this person. Yeah, I've already been in this building, so I'm not gonna do that. Oh. I thought maybe it was a new building. Yeah, I don't know. That guy was like driving me nuts, man. He's just like blah 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 blah. Holy crap! The superior race and race theory. You should know. But, oh, can I get there from here? How do I get there? Oh. Looks like there's more construction here once decade ago. Okay. Alright, maybe some goods in here. Oh, magnesium. Okay, that's cool. The belly of this boat shines like it was recently painted. Okay. Docking reserved for residents of Rue Saint-Ghislain 33A. Okay. Your room in the Whirling isn't much bigger than the sloop. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Could she have possibly been the one that took the gun?
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
What does the L stand for?
Baton, my maiden name.
What gave us away? Nope. I shake her hand. She's all the way on the boat. What gave us away?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
Oh, shit.
Relax. She meant it in jest.
How did my conceptualization know I was gonna react that way? Freaking game. Shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
Glad to hear it.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode.
Hey, shush.
Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Wow. Can I get some morale here?
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. This is a tactic.
Thank you, Rhetoric.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
You seem rich. Can I have some money? Oh my god. Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
Naturally.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
So, what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things.
Airships, eh?
And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
Indo-tribes. Who are the other Indo-tribes?
Saint-Baptiste, Elysium, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
So these are basically business enterprises granted maybe a special or elevated status due to a legacy of what's been granted to them by a previous king. Indo tribes are wild pines, Saint-Baptiste, Loom, and the brightest star. You're in good company, it seems.
Why, thank you.
How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
The money I owe is so much less than that.
Yes, past a certain point, numbers begin to seem imaginary, but they are quite real for the 72,000 employees who depend on Wild Pines for their paychecks. A conglomerate the size of Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving and growing, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It is a tremendous responsibility.
Where does Wild Pines get all these billions?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain.
So if this is Earth, this isn't 2051. We're way in the future when countries that we know don't exist potentially anymore. Or this is another planet, or this is a dream. I'm in a dream. Or it's a science fiction tale, and I should just stop thinking about it.
Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
Apricots in tow. The logic is just totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it. Vessels pass through the great unrest. The great unrest to emerge with apricots in tow. What does a huge system want with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
%8 of all cargo in the world. That's quite the endeavor indeed.
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
I've had a thought. 15th Indo tribe. Wild Pines, Feld, Cuprees, Tricentennial, Villiers, and La Salle. Names of a Revacholian Indo-tribe spring into your head, set loose at the mention of Wild Pines. Royal monopolies, octopuses, and swordfish, most of them gone now. YBP, Expander, Saint Baptiste, Brightest Star, Lum, Resplendent, East Insulindic, Welter, and El Cassette. But isn't one missing? Wait, no. There were only 14. Then why do you feel like there was a 15th Indo tribe? Why do I feel that way? Okay, I can't internalize it in mid-conversation. Well, I've got to unlock it. Shit. Yeah.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
Okay. Well, what can you tell me about this strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Wait, what if I want to hear about trade secrets?
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments that gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
How do I repeal it then?
Why? By throwing off half a century of foreign domination under the Coalition. Unfortunately for you, the Coalition also leases you the right to police West Revachol.
Okay.
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot, in other words.
I'll leave it alone.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
What was your role in this precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labour Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
Oh, she's a liaison.
No way. She's more. She can make decisions.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Oh, you mean Measurehead?
Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead.
How were the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
Okay, so she arrived 3 weeks ago. And she refers to a month as February. So money is called real. The geographic locations are all insane. But there's a such thing as disco. And they use... what is this, the Gregorian calendar? Right? Is that the right calendar? What do they call that calendar? Some kind of calendar. They're using our calendar.
But the strike began in December.
Like, this... It's almost like alternate history. Yeah, kind of. Could be that. And they have, you know, stuff like we do. Boats and helicopters. Maybe alternate universe. Yeah, could be. Could be.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
Well, Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Okay, Mr. Clare is union boss. Replaced Mr. Gaumont.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
Yeah, the word, the term ziggurat was Franco-Nigerian. That made me, and you know, you're hearing French accents a lot, like, I don't know, just, yeah, something. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are
ludicrous even. It's meant.
What happened to this Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to, how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Okay. Gaumont is short. Just writing that down. Okay then.
Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
What are the demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes. Every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
I could say I like it. I don't know what to think about that. Over-aggressive commie posturing. I don't know what to think about that.
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
Oh, just in the Martinez terminal, but this is a global concern.
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
Okay, so this is where we get to the whole deep rhetoric on politics and business. That's pretty funny, I have to admit.
They're having a blast. But how can they afford it? After 4 months, my assumption was they would prefer a more practical solution.
So someone must be funding them. Someone must be supporting the workers while on strike. Because this is a poor part of Revachol. We learned from Kim that this area is undesirable. Martinez is undesirable. What are you going to do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyar at the gates, the one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
I know Call Me Mañana.
This checks out. No, wait. The chief negotiator heard it from a man at the gates. Surely the Wild Pines Group has more effective channels of information. After all, 2,200 people are on the strike. This is a big deal for them.
Thank you, Logic. Why did she hear about the lynching from Call Me Mañana? The scabs at the gate. Did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
That sounds like confirmation.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Tell me about this union boss, Mr. Clare.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Says Mr. Clare, union boss, is super corrupt. Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Wait, there are two of them?
Yes. Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
So Edgar Clare is the twin bastard. Everard Clare is the union boss. Okay. And Edgar has lazy eye. And one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
What about the union itself, outside the Brothers Clare?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The Brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
An effective advocate for the rights of local working men, a giant leech sucking the life out of Revachol. Basically a socialist mob. A giant leech sucking. I prefer not to have an opinion on these things.
Of course, officer.
It's too complex to have one opinion. I mean, if I'm playing as me, as the character, I'm thinking... You can look at the structure of the world is just a decision. There's no one right way to do anything. We compromise, we come to terms, we find something that works, and then we just stick with it. And we know in order to maintain it, it has the structure of power has to be defended. Because everything has an instinct to survive. Animals have an instinct to survive. Corporate entities have an instinct to survive. Institutions have an instinct to survive. Institutions rise up with great energy, then maintain a status quo, and then decay and destroy themselves. You can see it happening with the, the trajectory of Blizzard. You could, it was an upstart with a strong shooting star, and now it's in this sort of state of decline in a way from the energy of what was previous. We can all see it. It doesn't mean it will go away. It means it's time for a new era of its life. It's achieved symbiosis with other companies, and it has to integrate. I mean, I don't think I'd call it parasitic necessarily. I don't know the internal structure of the company. It could be symbiotic, it could be parasitic. But I think there's a number of other kind of relationships, the terms that describe relationships, but I can't just say they're wrong, and I can't just say she's wrong. It's more complex than that. One more thing. You said something happened in the elections.
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Maybe that's the woman that bought my gun. Previous Union leader, a woman, disappeared before Union elections.
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Right, and to continue that thought, because it's still lingering in my mind, there's still a part of my... Is it conceptualization? That's playing with the notion that entities created... It's not just that they're staffed by people, but that we create structures. It's kind of like AI. We create structures of institution that whose operatives can be dropped in and out interchangeably, and that can manage to survive by following the structure of the artificial intelligence. In a way, a business is artificial intelligence. And it operates on the basis of its logic, but it's incomplete programming because there are individual people that are put in to make up for its gaps in self-sufficiency, and thus there's a symbiotic relationship, but there's chaos in the system. I should get high right now. Okay. Alright, some kind of eerie, it happens, some kind of extortion, probably. That's on the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, coming to work ever. Her daughter? Eerie.
Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play, but what could they do? It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, man. We'll be just fine.
That's all I need here. Let's change the topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
Have you ever heard of a game called Sea of Thieves? Okay, but what kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft, a 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
Cordelite 19. Category 1 racing. Man, I've been like scribbling mad notes, you guys. Alright. How'd you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
Right.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Man, Kim, come on.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Do you have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly Fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this.
Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait, we're on an archipelago?
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
On Caillou. I thought we were on Revachol.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Thank you. That helps me. That helps my geography a lot. Or I'm gonna start drawing a picture on the "Where am I" tab of my ledger. Where am I? Right, Le Caillou, Island, Revachol, City. Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
Right.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's rich.
Why?
Why what? Stop thinking. Take her down.
It'll come off like I'm envious, and I'm not.
You're not? Okay then. Just keep on admiring the boat then, unburdened by envy.
I think I have a handle on this boat thing.
Good.
What can you tell me about this lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi, from Precinct 57.
Oh, fuck, I don't have my badge.
And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
Phew, dodged a bullet.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Lying time.
'Twas stolen by some artist, surely. Best to pin the blame on them. Everyone knows you can't trust artists.
Some artist type stole my badge. It was a mistake to trust them.
You mean someone stole your badge?
They said it was for a performance. You know how artists are nowadays.
I don't, in fact. I'm afraid what I need to tell you is wholly unrelated to art. I really need to discuss it, however, with the RCM, and I need your badge for that.
Unbelievable, sire. Even the performance artists didn't work.
Damn it, Drama, you're supposed to be helping me. Why did I put points into you? Into that part of my brain. Maybe I should have clarified. Why should I blame it on an artist?
Everyone knows you can't trust artists. They're nearly as bad as clowns.
Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
It's possible after a night of heavy drinking I lost all memory of my life in the world.
Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Don't I get a skill check? Can I sweet talk her?
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Psyche coming through. +1 sympathy for your amnesia. What kind of an arrangement would it be? Suggestion.
I mean, favors for favors. A dirty alliance of some sort. Consider this. Perhaps she has been planning it all along. That you convince yourself into colluding with her.
Oh, a dirty alliance, even higher. All right, you guys want to get your hands dirty? Everyone want to get their hands dirty helping me? It's a red check. Oh, what does that mean? Is that bad? That means one chance only, right here, right now. Well, only one shot. I've got a good shot at this. Means it's time. Yeah, all right, let's do this, everyone. In 10 seconds. Give me a stat boost, please. Come on. You're all the voices in my head as I play this. I hear Lyle Schnub and something called Midnight Saucy in there, too. And Ziggurat. And Tanner Goodman. And who else? Hang on. Let me see who else is in my head. Quintiles. Also, thank you for following my brain. Yeah, Tanner Goodman. And Tweepax, he's in there too. And Guinevere and Alvard and Slow Your Lady. And Smarvy and Balel. Devastatia. Life Forms. Rusty Nails. All these voices in my head. What other voices are in my head? I hear them all. They want to help me. I'm gonna need a psych stat, I believe. Yeah, psych. And I want to shout at everyone in the chat in my brain. Not really a chat room. Kyle Ferguson. I'm doxing you all. 2020. I see all you. Zixa, you're in there. The Scott News, he's in there. All right, I'm not gonna read everyone's name. Maybe you want privacy. All right, but here we go. Give me the boost in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give me the psych, please. Psych. Hey, Shep5158, you're a voice in here too. Alright, we got a bonus. We got the bonus we wanted. How do I negotiate my way out of this?
Easy.
Yeah.
Just offer her a favor. Like I said, nice and dirty.
Nice and dirty. Surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
But I like drugs.
She wants you to help her gain leverage to restart negotiations with the Union.
She wants you to help her gain leverage to restart. Leverage to restart negotiations with the Union. I see. So they wouldn't shut down the drug trade. She would threaten to shut down the drug trade and thus get some traction. Okay, thank you, Logic.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge, though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse us for a moment, madam.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Really, I thought it was going so well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
Maybe this is all her plan. She might have heard about you.
The company must have more ears on the ground. She could have known about my condition. Her proposal was likely part of her design. This is all. I think I will do the one. The company might have more ears on the ground. She could have known about my condition.
I wouldn't go that far. Her reaction did come off as sincere to me. I think she's just quick to adapt. She's a professional, after all.
Her proposal was likely part of her design. This all is.
Yes. Knowing this does not really change our position, however.
But do you propose that we don't investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Wait, we ask her, then we investigate. Briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation. We tell her it's done. Oh, so we're not going to hand over the information. And what I can do is I can hand over the information when he's not around. Maybe. If I get something out of it. We could just, find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
That's one way of putting it.
The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it. Time is of the essence.
You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
Let's get back to her then.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Okay. Tell me about this alleged drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Oh my god, I haven't even solved my first case and I've got a second case now. Jeez. Drug case for Joyce El Messier. Smuggling raw ingredients, parentheses, for drugs through Terminal B.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal.
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Sites in and around drug production at various sites north of Joyce in the Jamrock Quarter. That apartment complex?
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
Oh. Union provides transport of drug materials for cut. Well, this explains why they're able to go on strike. Explains why they can go on strike, right? And you want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
Oh, is that why they're so pissed? The handoff. The motorboat lorries. The lorries.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they're vulnerable.
From the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. In transit, they are vulnerable.
How convenient that they're stranded like beached whales at that roundabout.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
Yeah, that racist guy was very, that racist guy was, we kind of had an inkling that we kind of prodded him about illegal substances.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Find driver. Get company secrets.
Uncovering Union secrets could also give you an upper hand when dealing with them.
Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier?
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue.
Oh, I see. So it's possible maybe this is time limited for me too if they do lower the drawbridge. So I don't need to do anything with that racist guy, Measurehead now. We asked the East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. There's a limited time. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. If I've got my geography or understanding of this right.
Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable. The weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
Oh, we're talking about a different thing. Okay.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
Oh, so they have trapped them here intentionally. Really? I'm a bit confused. What proof do you have that the Union is involved? Is it intentional? Was that instinct right? Or is she just saying it because we need it for our gambit? What proof do you have that the Union is involved?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
I mean, I thought of that.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
Alright, well I got there before you, lady, but okay. We already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the lynching.
The two might even be connected.
Oh, it's 8 o'clock and the light came on.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done.
Oh, she might have information on the murder, right, which is the whole point of this whole thing. Okay, I've made up my mind about the smuggling investigation.
Yes?
We will take this case, probe the drivers, see what it yields.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
This is your notepad advantage revealing itself? Hell yeah. If there's any way, maybe of I mean, this is a big puzzle, right? Trying to figure out who killed those guys, or who lynched that guy. Do you know something about these tattoos?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
So you know something about these tattoos.
Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
You seem rich. Can I have some money? Alright, should I ask her for money? She seems rich. You seem rich. Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
Well, why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
But bear with me now. I've agreed to her investigation, so some money to help me have a place to sleep in order to solve her problems is actually a reasonable ask at this point. She's from a mega corporation. I need 130 real. And a bit extra to do that. Does that mean I'm on the take? Well, I never said I was a good guy. I'm homeless. As far as so, here's what I know. About the homelessness issue. I woke up in a destroyed hotel room that I destroyed in some drunken rage with amnesia. I don't live there. The owner of the Whirling Rags does not want to do business with me until I reimburse him for the damage and my owed money. 130 real. And as you can see here, I have $3 from picking up loose change on the ground. I can't remember where I'm from, but I did have a thought. This thought. Lonesome long way home. It sounds like I'm from this place called 11 Voyager Road, but I no longer live there. These times are gone, and so are these people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? Where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all I know. So, I know that from the thought I processed, that wherever I'm from, I'm no longer welcome there. And the beginning of the game, there's something about an ex-wife or an ex-lover, ex-something. My character's going through some bad shit. So it's not a bribe, it's funding for this excursion. I guess it's a bribe. Like, if I was to do it right, if I was to do everything by the book, I would need funding, and that funding probably should come from the precinct in order to avoid the appearance of favoritism or bias. So, yeah, okay, maybe it is. But I didn't say I was playing a good character. So... No, it's 100% payment. Oh, I'm so gonna get rolled by thugs in the middle of the night. This place is the shittiest part of Revachol. I can feel it happening. This game would love to have, like, a cop alone in a place that cops don't go. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I have no idea what this game has in store for me at night. Maybe I just don't go into any dark alleys. Kuno scares me, even. Okay, so... Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes. So, this interaction, by the way, I rolled a 10 on my Inland Empire, so I'm wondering if I would have failed if I would have just gone ahead and asked anyways, and then embarrassed myself. But my Inland Empire has given me an opportunity to reconsider. I wonder. I don't see the underlying mechanics behind the game, but it's fun to think about. Guys. What nice fabrics.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat.
Uh-oh.
While dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry. Wealth and all its possibilities. These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible. Within reason.
Yeah, so?
Now look at you. You misery-clad simian.
Hey!
Barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes.
Yeah.
A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable.
We've all been there, right?
You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
Okay, I get it. Average Monday. Yes, I should make my own goddamn money. Ashamed. I'm not ashamed. What is this feeling? I've never felt it before. I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leech for some dough. As I should be for even considering it. This is a woman and I'm a man. Yes, I should make my own goddamn money by now. This seems not like 6 different options, but one option splayed over 6 selections. Fine. I'm shamed. Yes, I should make my own goddamn money by now.
Maybe you could ask her for some stock tips. That's a maybe. Or a job. But you're sure as hell too ashamed to ask for cash, buddy.
As I was saying, If there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Oh my god. So I still get an option of volition. And I get a bonus. I heard of billions. I know there are billions. I can still ask. You know what? Yeah, I know. I already got offered some capo type. I told my brain to fuck off. That's it registered me as a sad sorry cop. I'm a sorry cop 5, and it's asked me if I wanted to opt in to sorry cop, and I told my brain to fuck off. That's the status of the cop type right here. Let's see, how's this changed? I still have 0 honor. Communist 2, Fascist 1, Ultra Liberal 3, Moralist 3. Alright, fine. Fine. Thank you. That's all for now.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
God damn. Way to cut off my nads. I'm so broke. So, will he go home at some point?
Just an ordinary war. Nothing to see here.
So at night, in the dimming light, some things become clear. Cindy's artistic impulses are infectious. Conceptualization 3. It's still quite a hard roll. I could give this a whirl. You guys could probably give me a 50% chance on this thing. I've been looking at this wall. You could kill someone and take their money? I can't kill anybody. My physique is way too low. But we got some new quests. Somehow make it look so the bloated corpse isn't up there anymore. Shoot it down or ask for help. Do something. You're a cop. Badge to hear it, or perhaps if you did her a favor, she could waive off the formality. Right. Visit apartment 28 sometime after 21 o'clock. That's soon. Okay. Alright, you guys want me to give this a try? I'll put it to a vote. What do you guys feel like? If you feel like giving me a bit of a boost here? No, looking favorable. Looking like you guys want to see the... Yeah, alright, here we go. So give me a little boost, please. I need intellect. And I'm just going to take a quick gander. I'm going to leave for a second. I just want to see if I have any intellect raising. No. And I don't have any intellect lowering shit. I could maybe take some drugs as well. Oh, this is a great use of cigarettes, you guys. Wait. What happened? Oh, I equipped it. Okay.
There it is. A brave little army in your pocket. The first Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir.
Wait.
Already you regret it, looking at the pack. But don't worry. You can come back to this later. The army of Smokes is honorable and faithful to you. You have your entire life to return to it.
You've passed up your chance to start smoking cigarettes for now, but don't worry. The option to start smoking becomes available again in 3 hours.
No, I just wanted to save the game. 3 hours? Oh, what is with this game, man? It's just cigarettes. I just wanted to save my game. Which I'm going to do right now, by the way. Because who knows, I could die. Yeah, great. I can't do it anymore. Alright, well, I still want to contemplate this wall. Screw the cigarettes. We'll do it without it. Alright, you guys ready?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
It might give me a decent thought. That's what I'm thinking. So, let's do it. I need intellect, please. Big time intellect. This is one of the hardest rules I think I've come across. Try not to lower my physique, but, you know, I think I'll be okay if you do. Lower something else. Intellect boost, please. Alright, 58. Thank you so much, everyone. Here goes. Let's hope for a win.
You have it. It's just a wall.
Ah, damn it. I should have had that cigarette. Alright. Let's see. How close am I to a level up? I could probably level up my conceptualization. It's already so big. Oh, it's because you guys are giving me the boost. We can see the boost in here. Very interesting. Damn. Alright. Alright, so she wants us to go find some drug stuff. Alright, I'm gonna talk to these folks here.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
Honey, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
Whoa, what the hell?
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Should not ask what game it is first.
No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Oh, I'm getting a bonus? Why is my bonus so high, guys? I only have a hand-eye coordination of 2. Oh, it's because it's medium 10. This isn't a hard... It's not a hard difficulty check. So, my hand-eye coordination is 2. And then I get a bonus of 2 for 4. And I've got to beat 10. So, I got to roll a 6 or higher to match or beat it. Which is that 72? That sounds like... Oh, but there are dice combinations to take into account with these probabilities, I bet. Right? Like, there's only one way to roll 2. And there's only one way to roll 12. But there are several ways, you know, as we get closer to the middle of that range, there are more probability, like there's a greater chance of hitting them. That's probably factored into this. Need to think about that. I'm thinking in terms of D20s and not, or 1 D12 and not 2 D6s. It's important that it's D6s. Alright, can you guys give me a boost? This is a boost to physique. Or no, Motorix, yellow Motorix. Alright, Motorix boost in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's the D6's effective probability. I've definitely not been mathing it out in my head that way. Like, yeah, I kind of feel like maybe the way they do the roll... Nice, 83. Thank you so much. I'm going to handle these balls and show them... I'm going to grab a ball and show them how it's done. Oh. We're dead.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work.
Feel the ball.
The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it. Probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
Take in the surroundings.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball.
Yeah, it's weird, but there's artistry in this. There is time for a last glance inward. Who am I?
An embodiment of pure motion. A fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency. Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now.
Shut up, Espincar. The inertia can be contained no more than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go. Be the bullet.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
A whorehouse of shit? It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters, probably 24, and then some. Nothing to be embarrassed about.
What the hell is your problem?
Not a weak right for triceps, that's for sure.
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful.
Oh, I'm sensing anger, and I don't understand why.
You vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull.
P-tank.
Yes, pétanque. You ruined our pétanque game. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
So should I just move on and be like, yeah, whatever, guys. I got busy. I'm busy. I think maybe these guys, I don't know. I don't necessarily want to make enemies, so I'm gonna say, okay, I will try to fix this.
Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
That's the thing about this game, too, is that it will entice you with these awesome things. Like, here's a skill check. Do it. Do it. And then it puts you in this position of stupidity.
Yes. Why did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about the murder.
Shut up, Rhetoric.
You never know. He might know something. This is a good vantage point.
Do you know anything about the man hanged in the backyard of the Whirlingen Rags?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with cops.
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
So again, you don't know anything.
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
'Tis true, sire. He knows nothing.
Thank you, Drama. You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Does it have anything to do with all the bullet holes I've been seeing around?
Yes. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire. But why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Why seldom had Martinez?
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
The beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
I shake my head and look down at the crate.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we played pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Okay, so the coalition came in to settle the dispute from the communards.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Hold on, the coalition?
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. They're the lesser evil.
So it sounds like there was the suzerain, then the communards took over, then the coalition, then the suzerain loyalists fought back, which I assume that's what these guys are, and then the coalition came in, and whatever, I guess the coalition is like capitalistic, something. Is that why everything is so bombed out?
Damn right, son. They lit the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course, they still hold influence.
Oh, I see. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever want to blame, never finished the job.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players of the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
That's how it should be. Soft socialists paving the way for the hard-working class to take over. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess and now they rule us. This coalition seems quite capable. Commies just don't understand how money works. I don't want to pick any of these options. Nothing. I don't think. I just do.
I'm just so damn sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol. or even if that damn clan Frisell had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
Guillaume le Million? No, that's someone else.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
Okay, so these guys are like monarchists, I assume. I think if I have it right.
This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
Right, the suzerain would be the monarchy. And then so it sounds like the commies took over, and then the coalition is now here. And they like ads and neon signs and shit. Okay. So it is important because he said that this part of town was never is preserved to keep its history, and that the party never really formally surrendered. So there's almost this sort of sadness or shit to it. And that explains the statue in the center of the roundabout. What exactly is suzerain? I don't need to ask that. You mentioned Guillaume, who is this Frizzle? Alright. How does Philip III factor into this?
It doesn't. That was 100 years ago.
Oh.
It got nothing to do with anything.
Still a monarch. Who was this Frizzell?
Damn Frisell. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
You mentioned Guillaume.
A true king in both blood and mind, led Revachol before Frisell. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume abandoned him, and he doesn't want to admit it.
Yeah, exile, eh? What exactly is a suzerain?
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
I got a -1 for throwing the ball in the sea. Alright, well, we could always come back, I guess. I saw the statue of Philip III near the roundabout.
Ah, yes! King Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
This guy's like totally just skipping over the cocaine. What was it about that cocaine? Or what was that about cocaine?
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much.
Purple?
A cocaine connoisseur of sorts. His egocentricity is borderline legendary.
You can't even take responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a ruler? That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine for clarity of vision, to aid in their work. Regnum cocainum, Revachol's finest years.
Regnum cocainium, Revachol's finest years. Okay, yeah, this place is definitely, it's a weird world. He's all like, yeah, I use cocaine. It's hard to be leader. Like, I want the king on cocaine.
Of course. Clarity of vision. Awareness.
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The court medic administered a dose to his mother when she was in labor, And it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest, of course, he was able to connect with higher realms.
Wait, are these guys coke heads?
Higher realms. Of course, it all makes sense.
The cocaine is purple in this world, unless he's talking about a really rich cocaine that is purple. Or maybe I don't know anything about cocaine. I just know what I see on TV. It looks white.
He's just making excuses for the king's habits, isn't he?
Such response requires a boost every now and then. I sometimes need one too. Sounds like you're responsible here for Monarch. Drug users shouldn't even operate heavy machinery. Thanks for clearing that up. What was that about higher realms? Sounds interesting.
It's really not. Please, do spare us the cocaine fairy tales.
Yes, indeed. We're not here to investigate the drug trade of centuries past.
Man, you guys suck. How should a true king rule?
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
You haven't lived as long as I have, son. With age, a man learns certain things about real power, or else ends up a spineless socialist rat, like Gaston here.
And the worst part of that, officer, is having to spend your days playing pétanque with an angry snake.
The carabiner doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve.
Let's talk about something else.
Right.
Alright, we can't do it. Thank you for your time. Well, that was an interesting interaction. Oh, there's a thing here to check out. What is that? Enormous bulls worthy of a real man. Alright, well I picked up a bag, but I can't find the place. There was some bottles somewhere. Alright, well let's go into the bar here. See what it's like in the evening. I don't think I'm gonna get a place to sleep. And we're now hitting close to 9 o'clock, which is when I assume Kim is going to go rest. Well, no, he can't leave either, guys. Like, the lady, the Wild Pines lady, was saying that they brought up the bridge, unless he can beg to get out. Oh, there's some other patrons in here. Oh, there's a lot of other patrons in here. Okay, so let me save the game, and I think I gotta call it a night. It's 12:40, so bedtime for me. Got a work day tomorrow, so that's gonna be it, man. My people, my fine friends. All right.